Ici Keithy alias Lady SpecialK directement du Vétiver pour une autre entrevue SoulFoodChilling et j'ai à mes côtés BluRum13 qui est un artiste d'ici. Mon Dieu, ça fait tellement longtemps qu'il est sur la scène, très pertinent, très bon artiste et il est ici pour nous parler de son 4e album solo qui sort September 13, right? Yeah. Inverted. How you doing?
Good, really good actually.
I'm so glad to have you here because I've been following your career for quite a while. And we haven't heard about you for some time. Where were you?
I've been laying low, trying
Making babies?
Yeah. Working on becoming a father. That's it.
How is that going?
Yeah, it's good. I'm officially a father.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And now you have a second baby coming out, or maybe a 5th baby, because it's your 4th album, Inverted.
4th solo album.
That's it. So tell us a bit more about the concept Inverted. What does it mean to you?
Inverted. It started out because every place I traveled, I was on tour, world tour. So we were in Australia, we're in Germany, we're in France, we're in Russia, we're in the Baltics. And every place I went, I gained a different perspective on what the world is. So my own perspective became sort of skewed, hence inverted, became sort of flipped. And the more I traveled, the more I realized that things were different everywhere, but also the story wasn't the same everywhere you went. So this is sort of an explanation of realizing that through the music. So trying to.
Who did you work with for the production of this album?
Production is from Russia. I have a few cats.
Okay, it's like worldwide.
Yep.
Okay.
Worldwide. Free Crates Records. And then from Paris, I have my friend R33. From here, there's Con Shawnery. From the U.S., there's Abstract Rude. Young Marley, an amazing scratch DJ, won the DMCs a few years ago on the West Coast. And I can't even list everybody. I think there's from every country in Europe I have someone represented. Just about.
You have somebody.
And Canada, and then of course all over in the U.S. as well.
You've been in the game for so long. What keeps you going? Why do you keep creating? I think you have to be some kind of a little bit crazy to keep like producing music in Canada.
Yeah, I'm kind of masochistic that way. No, I'm fortunate to be able to leave a lot, so I can get inspiration from other places. And fan mail. Every time, it's funny because I often feel that way. I'm often thinking to myself, man, this has to be the last track I record. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
And then something pops on my emails like, oh, BluRum, I just, like last week, I got a letter saying how this woman was listening to my music and she decided she was going to change what she was doing in her career and decided to follow whatever her dream was.
Wow, your music inspired her to switch her life around?
Switch it around.
Wow.
So you have to write another song when that happens, you know. Get back in the studio, yeah.
So let's talk a bit more about the album, Inverted. You have a single already out.
Yep.
Which title?
Threat Level Orange.
Okay. Okay. I want to know more. Of course I want to know more.
It kind of follows the vein of Public Enemy in that it's more of an empowerment song than a protest song.
Okay.
And it of course, the threat level, there's a color for every threat level. I just chose orange, mostly because nothing rhymes with orange. But nothing rhymes with it in the English language.
With orange.
You can force with range and with some nerdy MC stuff. So no, but the color significance. You know, orange is also, it's not quite red, but it's also alarming. So I wanted to incorporate that into it. And the video was filmed by an amazing Pepe Firma. He's an amazing videographer from Spain, from Barcelona. And so we did a nighttime guerrilla shoot running around through Spain with no permits. And
wow.
Hanging out the windows of cars and stuff. And just
sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. In the rain, it was soaking wet. It was perfect.
I wanted to know, since you've been in the game for so long, you know, me too, you know, I've been observing the Montreal scene, the Canadian scene, and also the hip hop scene worldwide. What's your observation? Let's start with locally. What's your observation
of the hip hop scene?
Yeah.
I love Montreal and the city. It allows you to cultivate different branches of an art you like. So I find here in Montreal, you at least, well, even now, you get a huge diversity of what hip hop is, even with the pew pew style and like that. In some places that would be seen as hyphy, some places, but Montreal has the ability to make it their own. And I love that about the city, is that you have different people who cross the different music cultures, but still encourage all the forms. You know, so you'll see the same person as a rock.
City.
Yeah, of course. The scene is all the scenes together. I don't think there's actually a hip hop scene so much as there's an underground music scene. You know?
And what's your vision globally, since you're kind of, you know, a citizen of this world, you know?
Yeah.
What's your opinion?
It's funny, my label used to call me the hip-hop ambassador because I'm in so many places all the time.
Not wrong.
No. Well, it's strange. Where I am, it's almost like the 1980s. Like where I live now, which is in the south of Spain, in La Herradura, I live in like a small little fishing village. So their understanding and incorporation of hip-hop or urban culture into their culture is very, very slow. So there's still that kind of standoff. All the kids actually do have boom boxes there.
Nice.
And like,
in south of Spain.
In this very small village in the south of Spain,
So they're kind of stuck in the 90s.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's just getting there. It's new to them, which is amazing. And then there's places like France where it's so deeply rooted that if you are in hip-hop or in French hip-hop culture, you already know how to break dance a little or b-boy. You already know how to spray paint a little because the culture is so...
They really get like the 4 elements of hip-hop.
They almost ensure that that it continues on, you know. The Zulu Nation is deep in France as well, so it's I love it. I love going different places and finding out how it influences. What my favorite thing now is I'm into this Baltic hip-hop scene because people have actually just been contacting me, like Romania and that sort of thing, because there's a sound there. Like the hip-hop that we heard, the beats were created by the music of our parents that came out of the record crates and that sort of thing. So you sample the old soul record and put that on and then rapped over it, you know. They're sampling old Baltic classic hits, you know, that we've never heard before. So the sound that is coming out of there is like nothing I've ever heard.
That's interesting.
But they get it, which is that if you represent yourself through the music. Yeah.
You personally, what do you prefer about that job, that career? Do you prefer like the writing part of it, the shows, the studio, the interviews, meeting the fans? What do you prefer and why?
It's hard to say. I do it for, like, every part of this cycle is about inspiration to me. So the interviews inspire me to come up with new ways of getting my point across. You know, the shows inspire me to go back into the studio and come out with a new way of getting these ideas across. So all the elements intertwine. Like, I enjoy my best show, like where I'm in front of a crowd of 10,000 or whatever at a festival or something. And I also enjoy the shows where I'm in a brand new place, no one's ever heard of me, and there's 16 people in the crowd and there's like 8 feet of snow outside. I enjoy those as well.
So you don't want to choose, you like everything.
I can tell you what I don't like. I don't like not sleeping, which happens a lot, especially when it's time to promote your album. But yeah.
So you're not going to sleep for quite a while, for the next days, weeks, and months.
No.
Because the album is coming out September 13.
Yes.
It's Inverted.
Inverted.
If there are some people here out there who still doesn't know about this guy, BluRum13, you can go check it out. Check him out on his website, BluRum13.com.
Right.
I wish you the best, man. I wish you the best. Have fun. Keep creating.
Indeed.
And come back next to me so we can do some more interviews.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.